Hey guys, welcome to the official channel of ChoKoLAATe, and today we are bringing you a new segment which is called the Paradigm Shifters. Giving you a brief introduction about Paradigm Shifters, it is a segment where we recognize all youth in Sri Lanka who makes a positive change. Hope you guys enjoy. As for our first guest today, we have Fazra Siddeek, who's a social activist, a contemporary artist and a writer, and she also has her own social media project which goes by Arts with Purpose by Fazzy. It does focus on social issues, and we can use a tagline for that, the voice of the unheard. Hi Fazra, nice to have you here on our program today. And to start off, do tell us about yourself.
Okay, first of all, thank you for the lovely introduction that you gave about me. I am a Lankan by blood and a citizen by heart, and also a contemporary artist and a product of Good Shepherd Convent Candy. I would like to mention that here. For me, like any skill that you possess, it should have an impact in the society, and you have that power to create the impact. So that's what I live upon.
On your introduction, that was pretty great. I mean, what you have done so far to the society and the way you do it is very inspiring. Tell us how you started it.
I've been drawing ever since I was small. So, school days, I used to draw. And then, when I was about to get into the field of art, it was pretty much different because there was this one store where I wanted opportunity from them. It's pretty recognized. So I went there and I asked for an opportunity, and they voted me to present my work to them. I took 2 drawings with me, completed and all done. They went through it, and what they told me was that this is good, but then we would like to get something related to the cultural heritage of Sri Lanka, and they wanted to change the style that I drew. I don't know, I felt as if that I didn't have to change my style. I wouldn't give this as a recommendation for anyone, so it's just my idea. So what I did was, I told my dad, I don't feel like changing my style. What I could do is I will start up an online store. So that's how things did take a turn in my life.
Well, that's great. What did exactly inspire you to do this?
Okay, so I was drawing this way for pretty around for 2 years, and then in between there was this flood that hit Sri Lanka, and then there was an attack that was carried out in, I think, in some other country. So I felt like that I had the power of art, and I could put out a message there to create compassionate and empathy among people. That's how Art with Purpose began.
That's great, honestly. So for now, how far have you gotten with the project?
So far now, I do have international recognition as well. I was also shortlisted for an owl project, which was a run-through postcard exhibition in India. So I was shortlisted for that. That's how it's going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a bit more about hashtag Art with Purpose by Fazzy?
Okay, so I was drawing art with purpose, but not under the name of Art with Purpose. So while I was doing this, I was also having my uni exams back then. So suddenly a thought sparked, and I felt like I had to go with the name Art with Purpose because that was the point where the beauty pageant was going on. And there was something called, I think, Beauty with Purpose, or something in that. No. So I felt, then why not Art with Purpose? So if you have art as a power, why not go with the name and create impact through art?
Yeah, interesting. And another thing I wanted to ask you was what makes this so special? As in, there are so many social awareness projects, so many hashtags on Instagram and social media. And according to what you think, why does it make this so special?
Okay, that's a nice question. I would like to answer that. So, when it comes to art, people do have these rigid perceptions about certain things, and they don't want to change their mindsets or make a shift in their perceptions. What I thought was like when you put out a drawing out there, you do tend to analyze it from different angles, not just through one. So you get into the point where you're ready to accept like whatever where now if someone is to clear it up for you, you're ready to accept it because you are in a position, you're in a state where you're ready to take in information. So I think art has that power because it gets you to a point where you're not biased. So it gets to you to a point where you're ready to accept this side as well as the other, and you're more open to learning.
That's true. That's true. Very interesting, honestly. So, in your experience, what is the most important quality as an artist that you possess, or that you would like anyone else to possess as well?
Any artist should love the process, I feel. You should love the process. You should enjoy whatever that you're doing, else it's pretty much hard for you to go in a longer run.
As of now, what were the key highlights of your career and of your journey?
Okay, I would like to start from the roots again. I went to a lovely school. So there was this one incident which happened to me. I was in grade 1 and I drew a cow in my classroom. So what my class teacher did was she raised the book and she showed it to the entire class, and my classmates did applaud for me. I don't know, I just got that sense of motivation out of nowhere. It was really nice.
Yeah,
and
happens.
I think if we do have tutors, teachers or lecturers out there watching this show, I would suggest to, encourage your students. It can take them to places. Once I started drawing art, what happened was I was not getting any orders. So it was pretty much hard. Social media, it doesn't happen in a snap. You have to wait, you have to be consistent.
You started with small business.
Yeah, so it was just a page. It was just a page only.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was being consistent. I was trying all different styles, going from this to that to this, and I was never a painter. And I'm also allergic to paint.
Is it?
Yeah, so I did start doing that recently. I got into the field of watercoloring and painting recently.
So, how are
Yeah.
you keeping up with that, as in, since you're allergic as well?
I use certain brands only, and if I'm to
Ah,
use anything else, I would use a glove or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So now this is going this way, and then I got my first order somehow. So once I got this first order of mine, like I was super excited. I wanted to get it done. I went to a store and purchased a pencil which was around $500, and came home. I created everything, and then I messaged my customer again saying that I've completed your work. To see the customer deactivated and ran away. So that was a very big turn off. So that was a point where I realized, it's not about only selling your work, but about acceptance too. If you have the real crowd, they would come to you. So I just kept on doing what I liked. And then gradually and slowly, people started recognizing my work. And art with purpose, I was really caught in art with purpose. It has no profit motive as of now. So I just keep doing that, and then the other things just fall in place. I don't know how, but it just happened.
It happens.
Yeah.
So, anyways, for now, you are a poet, you're an artist, you're a
Okay.
contemporary artist, and you are a social activist. So, according to you, what art is more close to you?
Okay, so almost like for a person who have created all those arts, I think every art of mine is closer to me. But there is this one art that I did. So this Lankan wall art project was going on, and I was allocated 4 slots of wall, and I had completed work of the 3. And it was done like the 3 walls were done for 7 days, and there was just 1 day left for me to complete the last one. What I did was I was thinking of a concept repeatedly, and then I saw a few people sneaking there to smoke. And I also did find a few liquor bottles like right closer to that wall. What I did was I created an art there which depicted how smoking, what impact smoking could have in a person. Like, it takes away your education, and your family life is harmed, and your health is harmed. Like, I put everything in a drawing, and I did it on that wall. So there were criticism at the very beginning, like this wouldn't work, or it's not going to, it's dangerous to put out there. And so, but then I think I listened to my heart and I went ahead and did it. So that art is really closer to my heart.
Nice, pretty interesting. Yeah. So, what is your ultimate goal? I mean, doing all this, it's very interesting and very inspiring. So, what is your ultimate goal at the end of the journey?
To make shifts in perceptions. I think I mentioned it before as well. If even one person could get influenced or impacted by whatever that I'm doing, I think that's what I want and that's what I need. Because it's not really easy to shift the perception that they're holding on to. So if I could do that, I think that's what I want to make a better place for everybody to live, a kind of environment where people are understanding of all the issues that we have around. And not many issues are spoken of as well. So I think that's that.
Nice. So, you mentioned that impacts of smoking, the paint you made, I mean, the artwork you did. So, was that the point of change of your career or as an artist?
No, I was anyways drawing even before that. So this was a contract that I got. I think that gave me a more wider audience, like especially the public crowd, because social media is the youth crowd. I feel so. I don't know, but the public crowd, the people who are going on buses, using the main road. It was a way for me to take art to them.
So, how's the feedback you're getting? I mean, you have done a great job. So, I personally feel you have achieved a lot.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
So for now,
Alhamdulillah.
so for now, how's the feedback coming from the crowd and the audience?
I really get pretty nice feedbacks. Honestly speaking, I feel grateful. Like even if somebody wants to criticize me, they would send me a personal DM. That's really nice. I call my follower base as a real tiny family. That's really nice of them. They let me know personally, and I'm open to learn from anyone. I think I do accept.
Constructive
criticism. So that's really nice, and I do get positive feedbacks. Yeah.
That's nice.
Do you want to know how you can get the CIMA qualification faster? Join CIMA through the CGMA Finance Leadership Program, a self-paced digital learning and assessment platform designed to ensure smarter learning and faster success. Discover the power of opportunity with the fastest route to completing the CIMA professional qualification at an affordable price and at double the speed.
So, what would you give as a message to the young crowd? I mean, who's inspired by you? I mean, there's so many inspired by you. I mean, I feel like there will be, and there are at the moment as well. So, what would be your message for them?
I think each one of you are special and talented in your own way, and maybe you do definitely possess different skills on different scopes. So please do make use of it. Give something back to the community because you've been taking from them all these years. Everything that you take for granted is actually an obligation upon yourself, I think. So, do something productive with whatever the skills that you have. Yeah, that would be the message.
Okay. So for now, let's get back to the roots. So you have been very impactful. So how does your own family support you?
Okay, so today I did come with my family, so that proves a lot because my dad accompanied me all the way from Canada, and of course my mom, she does not. I'm not obliged to do most of the household work. Even when I do paint or so, she would bring me a juice or a cup of coffee. These tiny things that my family gives me and supports me, I think that's really sweet. And even my siblings, I can openly discuss things with them. We do brainstorm ideas together and we come up with ideas together. So it's like really nice to be around my family. It's positive.
So once you get the family support, it's obviously the next step that you should be thinking of, because that's the foundation. So, and now you have been changing your style, right? For like according to the situation of the society. So how does that affect your artworks, and how is it being changed?
Okay, I wouldn't call it a change, but then rather maybe me trying different mediums. It could be put that way, because I was doing sketch and then watercoloring. There is acrylics, and I did the shift recently like to digital, but that does not stop me from getting back to my traditional ways. So that's always there. Even doodling, I do it for self love. I just doodle for therapeutic purpose. These things are there. So I think like I'm just trying all the mediums. When you are to call yourself an artist, you should be knowing like how to work with different mediums.
Okay, I'll ask something personal to you, but
Okay.
this time, okay, don't take me wrong as a stalker, but
Okay.
why don't you show your face on social media?
Okay. Okay, that's a pretty nice question. So I have been on social media ever since I think 2016.
I mean, even
or
now
so.
you're like covering your face with a mask.
Exactly. Okay. So I've been there, and I have actually built up a digital figure. And all the love and support people give me, they do not know who I am. And I think for an artist, the artwork needs to gain more recognition than the artist's face. And
true.
the fame should go to the artwork and not for the artist. I want to keep it that way. That's the reason why. Yeah,
that's a
that's
very good
the
reason.
reason.
That's a very good reason. So yeah, other than the art, what else do you do, and what are you passionate about?
I think I do write poetry, and then I do also do a lot of journaling.
Other than art.
Other than art, all forms of art.
Yes.
I do read a lot, and then I do read news every day. Like before I go to bed, I read BBC just to keep myself updated of the current situation or whatever that's going around in the country. Yeah, I do that.
Okay. And would you be satisfied by now with all you have achieved, or is there more for you to achieve
I don't think that I've achieved.
as of yet?
Yeah, I'm yet on this journey, and there is always room to learn, and I'm always a learner, and I always want to be a learner too. Yeah.
Okay. Describe how the community can help your art to grow.
Please to share it across your circle, because I put in the effort to create every piece of art with purpose because of the social situations and the things that are around. So if you can share it with your family and friends, that would be really helpful. And besides, there's a project that I do called Buy to Aid. So it's all about like every month myself and my sister, we would create artworks and put it out for bidding. And the highest bidder will get to purchase their art. And all the proceedings to go for charity. So it's something like that. So y'all can also contribute there, and then y'all can support my business too.
In simple words, how would you like to explain about your projects to the people who doesn't know about you and about your art?
Okay, so so there are around 3 to 4 projects that I do. Art with Purpose is about where I do draw about the social issues that we do have in the country and across the globe, like poverty, discrimination, child abuse, etc. So I do draw on these topics, and also about parenting or child awareness, how we burden children with education. I do draw about all this. So these are all things that we do, the problems that we do have in the society. So this is one way how I take art with purpose. And then I caption these drawings. So first the viewer will get to see the art and then get into the state of they are ready to accept any view. So now I caption it either with poetry or with writings. Now they get into reading the caption. So when they read it, I end it most of my artworks. They do end with rhetorical questions, so that I'm not telling them this is right or this is right. I'm giving them the space to decide what is right and what is wrong.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's one. And then the project of Buy to Aid, where I said, the proceedings, we do release artworks, myself and my sister, and all the proceedings would go for charity, so y'all can contribute there. And I'm also a part of another project called Feed Lanka. I'm working closely with them. We are 3 girls. So this started off when we were during the COVID peak period. And people were suffering pretty much hard, to find work and, run their families. So what we identified these families, and we connected the donors and the beneficiaries together. And now we are also focusing on, developing small scale industries and women empowerment. So yes, that's one project. And the other is that, so now this COVID thing was happening, so I thought, like, why not I start off a new hobby? I started off with practicing calligraphy.
Calligraphy?
Yeah, calligraphy. So when it comes to calligraphy, you do need bamboo dip pens, which has a flat cut nib. And that was not available in Sri Lanka at all. Like, I looked for it everywhere. And then what I did was, I had an old paintbrush at home, which I cut, and then I started practicing. So this was very much interesting. And now I was looking for bamboo dip pens within Sri Lanka itself. They do import, but import was closed back then. So now it was not available. What I did was, I released my brand. So that was how Anakatal Huruf came in. So I created bamboo dip pens and made it available for the Sri Lankans also, so that they could also practice these things, whichever that's, practiced in other countries.
It's very interesting. So for now, are you working with other brands as well?
So I do work for 2 BPO firms. So both are freelance. And then I do also work for Little Miracles Publications. It's all about creating moral-based storybooks and content for children as well as youth. So I do work closely with them.
And do you feel like the current state of the country is affecting your creativity in your businesses?
Of course it does, because lately when I went to purchase stuff, all the prices have gone high, extremely high, and I wanted to get down white paint. They were stock out, and then the canvas prices, everything has gone high. And to top it all, like, when I am to transport things, even the delivery services weren't working. So it was pretty much hard for me to even dispatch the international orders and all that. So it do affects me. But then, there is both positive and negative side. I don't want to get into the negative aspect of it. There is also positives in everything. So I just want to remain positive and think about what I can do or what new things I could come up with.
To end things off, I would like to ask you, where would you see yourself in another 5 or 10 years?
I would see myself holding exhibitions. Maybe with differently abled people, to bring out their talent, so that I could create job opportunities for them. They can stand up on their own.
So more like you're having your own art museum.
Yeah, kind of. So that's a dream for me, inshallah. I wish for it to come true. We'll see.
It's achievable, of course. Anything is possible. So it's very nice to have you here today. And to end things off, what would you like to tell our viewers today?
Okay, thank you for all the questions, by the way. I would say, like, you all can support me on my page. I'm very much active on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. So yes, you all can support me there. And apart from that, if you all do have any skills or talents, please don't wait. You can start small and keep running. At the end of the day, I think for every creativist, the hardest part is to get involved or engaged in a routine job. So if you are a creativist and if you are doing a routine job, it's going to mentally affect you, I feel. I was doing research on this as well. So please do, give preference to your heart and what it wants to do. Just be good and kind to people, and let's create a better society for all.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.